Yeah, everybody, you don't know we're back again. And for you hear the voice, you know it's Zane alongside the People's Choice.
JRP,
Yeah, man, I know it's the last of the real podcast. And people, we're going fully visual this time. Yo,
where's
JRP,
no,
before we even
no
kick
more
off,
audio thing.
yeah, no more audio thing. And the people them see face. But before we even kick off, still, we want to say condolences to everybody who lose them life in the Maui fires. You know,
Which is
to
right.
all the loved ones. Yeah, man, it was a tragedy, big time.
Yeah, man. Send out
But
the prayers then.
definitely. And people, anything we can do for help, make we try it. But JRP, EPL is back and it's in full swing.
Yeah, man. We're pretty much in week 2 right now.
Yeah, and with week two, it's as you were for the champions. Manchester City making it two from two.
Yeah, with the narrowest of wins.
But with that victory, you know, they set a new record at the Etihad. I think they're now 18 undefeated. They're
No
18
surprise by
wins at
that.
the Etihad. I mean, yeah,
City,
no surprise there.
yeah, City. You could say City is one of the best team in the world right now. No De Bruyne, but that is not a problem. Alvarez stepped
Nah,
up and lead his side to a victory, even with the you could say the absence of Alan, even though he was playing, but he was non-existent
yeah,
for most
Alan,
part of
Alan
that
was a
game.
no-go on this one.
Yeah, but I guess we're going to tend to see more of that from him since his main supplier is out for what, something like 4 months.
4 months, yeah.
But big respect to Foden as well. He pretty much stepped up.
And you know what Pep shows that no matter what adversity City face, he has a plan. Because
Yeah, and
look
that
at
is this,
Guardiola,
and yeah, and that is the thing with the City team, Zian. When you lose someone just easily select it.
easily slots in, easily slots in. It's like they're not over reliant on one individual.
Yeah, no, they don't miss a beat, right?
Yeah, and the next team that is, perfect start and in all honesty, in that sense, where they can switch in a player and switch out a player and don't miss a beat is Brighton.
Definitely, you have to give Brighton credit. They lose some of their best player, even their
Yeah,
manager, because
McAllister.
you could definitely say Graham Potter was the visionary there. But that didn't stop the Brighton
True.
chain. You have to even love Brighton as well because they keep
Yeah,
moving
you can't
forward.
hate Brighton. I mean, look, they lose Caicedo, they
Yeah,
lose McAllister,
yes,
right? And that is just this season. And
that's.
they just
Mhm.
keep moving forward.
They keep moving
And
on.
they're playing beautiful football.
Another impressive win.
Yeah. So
Where
honestly,
where see them finishing this season?
if they can maintain this performance, they may push for top four, but I still
Mm.
think it's out of their reach. Yeah,
Ah,
I think top four is out of their reach.
I think they will linger around the top six.
Yeah. I mean, with the side like that and the way De Zerbi has them playing, he's not the
Attractive
type to,
football.
yeah, and he's not the type to be over reliant on one person.
No.
I mean, Caicedo left and he said, we've already forgotten about Caicedo.
And that's the way you have
So,
to do it. You can't live live on that. Other players are there that is willing to step up. They are recruited well.
yes,
There
yes.
will be challenges throughout the season, but Brighton look like the team right now, like they just keep moving forward. Not much will get in their way.
No, honestly, I don't. If Brighton keeps playing the way they're playing, I don't see a lot of challenges in their way apart from the normal big six. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it
they're
will
now
it will be
graduated
interesting.
from lower team.
It will be an interesting season for them.
Yeah, definitely. It's one to watch. No, another team with an interesting season ahead. No Tony and no problem. Because Brentford,
Que-
Brentford hasn't missed a beat.
Question, you think Tony better than that match?
You know, I was actually honestly thinking the same thing. I honestly was wondering the same thing. If now
I
that he's gone, if he's still betting.
I have to be honest. I think with Tony, I thought they would have struggled, and it's early days. It's just the second match in the season, but the signs are good, to be honest.
Yes, yes. We
And
saw Embuemo. Yeah, they're playing really well.
yeah, they are playing really well. The players are stepping up, and we you can only hope that this run will continue. This
Yeah,
good run.
I want all the best for Brentford. No, no lies.
But
They're
like I
another
said,
team that I like.
it is early days, but I like what I see from them.
Yeah, they look defensively solid and they look good
Very.
going forward.
Yeah. They're ticking on well. This is another team that is well, they keep moving forward.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is another team that I can see definitely improving on their last season's finish,
And they
right?
should.
Because no, the thing is, if they can maintain this performance until Tony comes back, that's
That would
more
be good.
reinforcements right there.
That would be good.
Yeah,
I believe Brentford will beat the teams that we know they can beat, and they will lose against a team that we expect them to lose against.
yeah. I say Big Seven, Brentford finishing around 8 to 9
Yeah, because the Tony loss is a big loss, and
is
when
a
they come up
big loss.
against the much better teams, especially defensive wise, they could possibly see them struggle. But in the teams that are in and around them, I can confidently say I see Brentford beating those teams.
Yeah, man, definitely, definitely. No, I tell you, a team that needs to step up their performance are look at the teams that we've mentioned so far. Manchester United. It's
Back to back 4 games.
lucky against and very lucky against Wolves.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
It was another dull affair, to be honest. Um,
Yeah,
Raikeen said they look desperate. Is that a little bit harsh? Maybe, but the Manchester the team it just not it's not flowing, right? They show in glimpses in small patches, right? They weren't
but
consistently fluid
yeah,
throughout that match.
yes. But the thing is, during preseason, even though they had a lot of mixed results, they look
Hmm.
better in preseason than they do now. So I
I
don't know
think
what happened there.
I think one of the 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 $1 million question is Mason Mount. What is he good at? Is he playing in that right position? I don't think Mason Mount should be playing in that position, right? Because
No,
there seems to be like a contradiction between him and
him and Bruno.
Bruno. Yes,
Yeah,
maybe you could push him out wide, play
but
him somewhere on the wing.
again, it's a question where the Mason Mount signing, I hear even Manchester United fans questioning it. What was that signing for? What addition did he bring to the team?
It's
Right?
still a guess game. Like I said, it's the $1 million question.
Yeah, yeah. Only Ten Hag knows.
I don't believe he's a bad player, to be honest.
No,
We saw what he can. We saw what he did at Chelsea. Also, we saw the ugly side of him at Chelsea as well. So we saw the good and the
yeah,
bad. But at Manchester United, I believe that the primary focus should have been a striker,
yeah, definitely.
right? And I know
Because
they
even
were in the
so,
market trying to get Harry Kane at one time, but um, we know that saga. We know that
but
went.
were they seriously trying to get Harry Kane?
You
Right?
know, honestly, I think they were. Because to how I look at it is that Levy put a price on Hurricane that was just far too expensive for a 30-year-old striker.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the English tax. It's the England captain. It's a proven striker in the
No,
Premier League, and it's a Premier League
which is
rival.
true. Which is true, but I wouldn't want Arsenal shell out $100 million on a 30-year-old striker.
No, no, but at the same time, we're not in a desperate position that Manchester United find
No,
themselves.
if we were in that position, so I can understand why Manchester United would have abandoned that. Because trust me, you pump 100 million to Hurricane and you get him forward. The contract you're looking at to
Two
give him what?
season,
Basically
three
a
season.
2 to 3 year, yeah, with that guarantee of a return on trophies when the likes of you have
Yeah,
City over there, the likes of you can put Arsenal in the mix. We
Liverpool is
see
back at it.
Chelsea in Liverpool is back as well. We see Chelsea investment. So that's a scary
Mhm.
investment to pump $100,000, even though he's a proven striker. Proven striker. We rate him highly, but
True.
I would have been cautious on that deal.
But then Manchester United, while being cautious, right, went the opposite direction and bought a striker that is not fit, that is not
Yeah.
ready to play in the Premier League yet, right? That's another thing that honestly it doesn't make sense, right?
Uh,
I know there's
you know,
a shortage of strikers, but
yeah, worldwide.
buying a striker that isn't ready for the league yet, as in game ready, that doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah,
That
I
that
mean, lot
seems
of
worse than
question.
spending 100 mil on Hurricane.
I mean, lot of question to be answered by Tenor, but I can only assume that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he must have a game plan.
But he
I
seemed
mean,
that he seemed pretty obsessed with the Mason Mount.
the Mason Mount, yeah, yeah. I
But,
think
but,
he's
but
thinking,
who are we to judge? Because we pretty much get Kai Havertz and that came out of nowhere.
yeah,
So
I
who
mean,
are we?
yeah, we're in no position to talk. Hey,
Yeah.
Chelsea has done some good business, and also once you start praising them, they go and do some crazy thing on the other side. I mean,
Excellent business. I think next to West Ham, they have, I think they could say they have won the transfer window for this season.
yeah, but I mean, $1 billion worth of players can't solve Chelsea's problem because I thought Arsenal was going to spend the most money on a single player this season until Chelsea went hold
Mhm.
my beer and spent what, 115 on Caicedo. I
Yes,
mean,
they
Chelsea
break the
and
bank.
Todd Bowley, they, Chelsea and Todd Bowley, JRP, have single-handedly inflated the market just like Roman Abramovich did.
You
I
see, the thing
don't
is,
get,
each each time Chelsea doesn't win or they don't play well,
yeah, yeah,
questions are going to be asked, and you can't blame because we are now in this point in football where results is what matter. You get me? Rather
instantaneous.
than instantly, they don't care
Yeah,
if you spend on four new players and we have to wait an entire season for them to gel. No, they want them up and running in the second match, and you can't blame. You can't blame if question and me asks that hey, you spend over $1 billion and in two transfer window, and
yeah,
then
in literally two transfer windows.
yeah, and then the first game wasn't that bad, but
Yeah,
you're
no,
coming up against West Ham. No disrespect to West Ham, and like I said, I believe West Ham is one of the teams that have a good window as well. But when you look
yes,
at Chelsea man for man, you would have thought that Chelsea would have done the business. And
yeah,
give credit to Chelsea in that first half. They pretty much played, especially Raheem Sterling. especially
which
Jackson
it
up
was
top.
his
He was
best
pretty
game.
direct.
This was Sterling's best game since being at Chelsea.
One of
That's
his
what I think personally. Best
that
game.
was a good performance because everything was just revolving around him, right? And at one point, you would have think that Chelsea would have just walk away with this by the 98th minute, but
Yeah, West Ham dug in and they just kept picking off Chelsea. They kept
and
picking
and
off
that's
Chelsea.
and that is the West Ham of all that we know.
Yeah, and
Because in
you
previous
see,
season, West Ham is a team that is difficult to beat.
yeah, yes, they are difficult to break down and they'll hit you on the counter. But
Yeah.
the ironic thing, is that two of Chelsea's biggest signings, right? They're Enzo Fernandez and
Mm-hmm.
Caicedo. Basically, I don't want to say they were responsible for Chelsea's loss today, but they greatly
Mm-hmm.
contributed to the defeat, right? I mean, it
Yeah,
seems like every time Chelsea
if you're going
splashed
to
the cash,
be
yeah, every time Chelsea
if you're going to
splashed the
be the
cash,
man to step
something wrong.
up and fully agree, if you're going to be the man to step up and take the penalty, then by all means, bury that penalty.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because
And
when I saw him step up, I was wondering, isn't Sterling the designated penalty taker?
well, you see, it was between Reece James and Enzo Fernandez. And Fernandez's record before this penalty was 5 from 5. So he had the best
Yeah,
record in the team, right? So
and
I
and and
guess,
and West and West and West Ham keepers never save a penalty in this league up to this
yeah,
day.
yeah,
But
first penalty save.
I hear a mention Reece James, really a good footballer. I was surprised when he
Yeah,
got that captaincy because this guy can't stay fit.
exactly. I didn't understand the reason why. I mean, maybe he's a leader in the dressing room and everybody revolves around him, but you cannot get a full season out of Reece James.
No, and seeing
Amazing player.
he's out now.
Yeah, I mean, yes, this season has started really crazy where a lot of players have gotten injured more than the
Yes,
norm, but at the same time, we know that Reece James is AKA Mr. Glass.
yeah.
It's inevitable
I
that he
guess he
will
should
get
borrow
injured.
his. I guess he should borrow his sister's legs.
Yeah, it would serve him right. It would definitely serve him right. But I mean, I can't see, I don't think throwing more money at the problem or Chelsea spending more money will fix their problem. $1 billion in 2 windows,
No,
that's a lot, right?
no,
And
the pool of talent is there. You just need these players now to actually start playing because it showed in the first half. This Chelsea team is not a bad team. If they had
no,
finished all the chances that they created, they would have come out
yeah, definitely.
the
When
side that won. They could have wrapped up that game in the first half.
Yeah, man. I mean, even Modric looked good today. Even
Yeah.
Modric in the
So
first half, really
so
good.
I mean, the more this consistent team play together, they will get some win underneath their belts.
So you think it's just time that's Chelsea's problem?
Yes, and time can be the greatest of enemies as well. Because like I said,
True,
if the
because
results are not coming in, Stamford Bridge will be a toxic place.
yeah, we know the fans will jump on there. But speaking of time being your worst enemy as well, Everton with all the time of last season beating the drop, they picked up right where they left off.
Everton have to be the most frustrating team in the league.
Yeah, man, definitely,
Have to.
definitely.
With Sean Dice now the captain of that ship, Mr. 1-0 specialist. It's not working right now. Two games
It's
in,
not working
Everton 2 games in and Everton fighting for relegation
already. Immediately
already.
already. And then the next thing is, Calvert-Lewin, right? Hopefully, the injury that he picked up today isn't, enough to rule him out for any stretch of time.
I
Because
mean,
if Reece
when was the
James is
last
Mr.
time?
Glass, he's paper. If
When was the last
seriously,
time Calvert-Lewin actually had a season, like a consistent
let's say
season?
let's say half a season. Let's start with half a
Uh,
season first.
we know of the
And
quality of a player he is. We know that, right?
yes,
And if he had managed to stay fit, I believe he would have gotten out of Everton a long time.
yeah, I think teams would have come calling because if Tottenham came for Richards, there would have been other teams, especially looking for a striker, that would have come calling
Easily, easily. But
because he's a good player.
you're looking at what? This is what? I could be wrong, possible a fourth consecutive season where Tottenham, where Everton is now
Everton,
fighting for their life.
yeah, yeah. I remember one. It started the first season where they spent, I think, the most money in the league, are up there with the big spenders, and it didn't turn out. And ever since then, it's been year after year, they're fighting relegation, narrowly avoiding relegation. It's just same old
Narrow,
with
they keep
Everton.
doing it. They keep doing it. And and this is again, you could see them being down there, possible with with maybe two of the promoted team. Well, I believe Burnley will avoid the job, but
And in
I
all
can see Everton
honesty,
hanging around with Sheffield.
I think all the promoted teams are playing better than Everton right now. Yeah, I think all the promoted, especially
Everyone
Burnley,
plays better than
which
everyone
is true,
plays better than Everton.
which is true.
Everton
And
only start playing football when it's around maybe
let's say
maybe
March,
February,
April,
March. Yeah, when they have to
and
avoid when they have to avoid relegation.
yeah, they're kind of football that they play as well. It's 11 man behind the ball and score from a corner or a free kick. That is it.
Yeah.
That is what Everton consistently does.
If Everton should get relegated this season, no one will be surprised by that.
But the thing is, if they do get relegated, I cannot see them coming back as easily as some of the other teams bounce back. Yeah, if
I
Everton
fully
gets
agree with
relegated,
that.
it will be a problem
I fully agree with that.
because
I second that.
and the only saving factor that I can see for Everton is that none of the big teams or the teams that are in the league will swarm on their players because
No,
they have they have decent players, but they just don't seem Premier League ready. Yeah,
no,
if
yeah,
it's
they
not
have.
injury prone players, it's players that they just don't seem there. I mean,
Yeah,
apart from Pickford, the Everton team is just not ready.
I, but at the rate that Pickford is going right now, possibly he may lose the number one spot
I
for
think he
England.
should. Yeah, I think he should. I definitely think he should. Because, in
Yeah,
all
because
honesty,
it'll be very surprising to see in the next couple of weeks if he will still have that number one spot.
no, no. And it's not being biased. It's not being, hey, because we're Arsenal fans or whatever. But I think I think Ramsdale has played better, more consistent than Pickford. Yeah, Pickford
Yeah, the argument, well, the argument is going to be, well, one, when Pickford puts on the England jersey is a total different player, which is
is a
true.
total different player.
Um,
True.
the defensive players that Ramsdale have in front of him at Arsenal are way better than the
Are
one at
better.
Everton, which is true.
True.
Um, he has more likely faced more shots than Ramsdale.
Yeah,
So
that is
a
true as well.
lot a lot of so it's a matter of perspective, but
True.
there, like I said, there is a cause that you can look on and said if Everton should continue this way, right, where their shipping goes like this, right, you can't really see him maintaining that number one spot.
No, no, because this must do something to your confidence, right? And it would be
He,
unfair to be part of a team that's performing better and still can't get the
mm-hmm,
number one spot. So that would
mm-hmm. Fully
definitely be
agree with that.
unfair.
Fully
So
agree with that.
I don't know what Everton needs, but if they continue like this, I
Investment.
definitely see them. Yeah, but I can't see that coming either. I
I mean,
honestly can't see that coming.
the funds look like it dried up over the Merseyside.
Yeah, because they had that one season, like I mentioned earlier, where they spent up there with the big boys, and ever since then, the investments have been lacking. So it's a trickle on effect. You know, it's maybe they can borrow something from Todd Bowley.
That's how
Yeah, the man
generous
with the link
he
that.
could be.
Yeah, the man with the link. But JRP, next week again, we're looking forward to what the weekend brings. And tomorrow, people,
Very much
definitely
so.
it's Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
Crystal
I'm hyped
Palace
for that
without
one.
Zaha.
Yeah, but also with
That's
the
a big
likes of
difference.
Eze and Olise. Yeah,
Yes, big up Police for not being distracted and pulled away by Chelsea. He extended his time at Crystal Palace. I mean, that was a
no,
smart move. Very, very
a
smart
very
move.
smart move because where would he fit in that Chelsea team?
He would have been he would have just been another face in the crowd.
Another
Um,
face
he's
in.
he's still young. There's still time on his side. If he continue to perform at this high level at Crystal Palace, it's only a matter of time before a bigger club. And again, when I say bigger club, no disrespect to Crystal Palace.
Right, right.
Come knocking.
Yeah, I mean another Chelsea will come now, definitely.
Yeah, but like I said, I like both players to be honest. Oli says he's still injured, right?
Think he is. Think he is.
Yeah, so the test will be up against Eze. He is very crafty. So Arsenal backline
Very.
will have their hand full.
Yeah, but then again, we,
But
we don't know what kind of team Arteta will put out because I think he's trying this step experimentation right now.
one
We
thing for
don't
sure,
know.
this is no time to experiment against Crystal Palace.
No, 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 no.
I
We
mean,
need to
against
go
Nottingham for
pick up the 3 points.
fine. Pick up the 3 points. I mean, the team will pretty much pick itself. I can say Gabriel will slot in back in the centre back position along
Seamless.
with Saliba.
Yeah, seamlessly.
Yeah, because Timber is out, so there shouldn't be an issue right there. Can't we see Ben White on the right back position as for left back? It's anybody's game right now for left back.
True, true.
Yeah.
So whoever can put their hands on
In the
it and grab
goal,
it,
before I go in the goal, that is a question mark as well. In the goal, because trust me, I don't see any. That video, that video, right? Where Arteta
yeah,
and Edu and you saw that welcome, they just roll out the red carpet. Like
yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man.
you're looking at that and like saying, yeah, uh,
Listen, listen. And
this,
Ramsdale's done nothing wrong. It's Ramsdale's
no,
jersey,
nothing's wrong.
and he has to keep it.
Yeah,
He just needs
but
to focus on keeping it.
that welcome that they roll out for him. I'm telling you, I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
that was
that
like,
welcome for Raya is, I can tell her like, yo, I mean, like they roll out all the stops.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a player that they've been wanting for a while now. So
Yes, yes, but
well,
we see the direction where
let's
Arteta
see.
is going, right?
Yeah, man,
He's
yeah, man.
he's putting
Competition
in
for every spot.
his yeah competition for every spot. No one, I don't want to misquote. He said something that no one can guarantee their game.
Yes, yes. And I like
And
that.
we
I like that.
I would like the direction of where it's going. I mean, healthy competition. If Ramsdale should slip up, he knows what will happen.
Yeah, somebody's right there.
If Martinelli
Of
is if
equal or better
If Martin
quality.
exactly if Martinelli slipped up, you know what will happen.
Oh gosh, man, there's a line behind him.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Shot,
when last have we
shot
seen
card.
Camilla play in his rightful position?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
the competition is there and we like it.
yeah, man, we definitely like it. But people, you don't know the last of the reel is back again, and we'll be coming back with the interviews, you know, more EPL roundup, all of the hot news
Definitely,
and stories. Yeah, will
definitely,
full swing this year, full swing.
definitely.
So please,
And
like usual, share this with everybody. Hit that like button. Go ahead and
definitely,
subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You don't miss an episode that
which is
way. So
right.
JRP, like we always tell the people, please, we're begging you,
Mm-hmm.
walk good.
Like, yes, man, and good up you follow you. Big up Miss Lou.
Always and forever. And the people of Maui,